E2 higher washing machine. Causes and fixes. If your higher washing machine is showing E2, do not panic. Most of the time, E2 is not some huge mystery failure. It usually means one simple thing. The machine thinks the door or lid is not closed properly, so it refuses to run. Now, the exact meaning depends a little on the type of higher washer you have. If you have a front-load higher washing machine, E2 usually means a door lock error. In simple words, the washer is not happy with the door lock system. Either the door is not fully shut, something is blocking it, or the machine is not detecting the lock correctly. If you have a top-load higher washer, E2 usually means the lid is not closed. So the first fix is also the simplest one. Open the door or lid, then close it again properly, not gently, properly. A lot of times the machine looks closed, but it is not actually latched the way the washer expects. Now let's go through the most common causes. The first cause is something stuck in the door or lid area. Check around the rubber seal, the latch, and the opening. A sock, a shirt sleeve, a towel edge, or even a little buildup around the latch can stop the door from closing fully. On a top loader, check that nothing is sitting under the lid and that the lid comes down flat. The second common cause is overloading. If the washer is packed too tightly, clothes can push against the door and stop it from locking properly. This is especially common on front-load machines when bulky laundry gets caught near the edge. So if the load is very full, take a few items out and try again. The third cause is the latch or lock area itself. If the latch is dirty, worn, loose, or not lining up properly, the washer may keep showing E2 even when the door looks shut. So take a quick look. If you see detergent residue, fluff, or dirt around the latch, clean it off gently and try the machine again. Now, let's talk about the easiest reset. Turn the washer off, unplug it from the wall for a few minutes, then plug it back in and try again. Sometimes the control just needs a reset, especially if the washer stopped mid-cycle and then started showing the error. It is a simple step, but it is worth doing before you assume something bigger is wrong. If you have a front-load model and the door is definitely closed, but the machine still shows E2, listen carefully when you start a cycle. In many cases, you should hear the lock trying to engage. If you hear nothing, or you hear a click, but the error comes back right away, that can point more toward a door lock issue than just a badly closed door. If you have a top-load model, E2 is usually even simpler. The machine is basically saying, close the lid. So check that the lid shuts fully, that nothing is blocking it, and that the lid switch area is not damaged. Now here is where people make the problem worse. They keep slamming the door or forcing the lid again and again. That usually does not help. If there is clothing trapped in the way, slamming the door will not fix it. If the latch is dirty, slamming it will not clean it. And if the lock is faulty, forcing it can make things worse. So stay calm and check things in order. First, open and close the door or lid properly. Second, remove any laundry caught in the opening. Third, reduce the load if it is packed too tightly. Fourth, clean around the latch area. Fifth, unplug the machine for a few minutes and try again. That is the right order. Now, if you do all of that and E2 still stays on the screen, then the problem may be deeper in the door lock, lid switch, or wiring connected to it. At that point, the machine is not just complaining about a badly closed door, it may actually have a lock failure or a bad connection that needs proper repair. And that is really the big picture with higher E2 errors. It sounds scary, but in many cases, it is a basic door or lid problem. The washer is protecting itself by refusing to run when it cannot confirm that the door is safely closed and locked. So the short version is this. On a Haier front-load washer, E2 usually means a door lock error. On a Haier top-load washer, E2 usually means the lid is not closed. Start with the simple things. Check the door, check the lid, check for trapped clothing, check for overload, clean the latch area, reset the machine. And if the error still comes back after all that, then it is time to think about a faulty door lock, lid switch, or a service call. That is how to understand and fix the E2 error on a hire washing machine without guessing.